Have you ever pondered how a country can be paradoxically known as Iceland and yet be one of the greenest places on the planet? A question that's puzzled many, but the answer lies in history and a dash of Viking cunning. Iceland, a land of stark contrast, was named by its first Viking settlers. You see, when the Vikings first arrived, they were greeted by a harsh, icy landscape. Thus, they aptly named it Iceland. But there's more to this tale. Some say this was a clever ruse by the Vikings to deter other settlers, keeping this gem of an island to themselves. Over the centuries, Iceland has transformed into a surprisingly verdant paradise, with lush green valleys, roaring waterfalls, and vibrant wildlife. Yet the name Iceland still lingers, a chilling reminder of its icy past. But don't be fooled, Iceland's name isn't its only icy surprise. Did you know that this icy island is actually one of the most volcanic places in the world? Quite the contradiction, isn't it? Well, that's what makes Iceland so fascinating. Let's dive into this paradox. Iceland, often pictured as a land of endless snow and ice, is home to an impressive number of active volcanoes. In fact, the island houses around 30 active volcanic systems, a testament to its fiery heart. This unusual combination earns Iceland its poetic nickname, the land of fire and ice. The volcanic activity in Iceland isn't something to be taken lightly. It significantly shapes the country's dramatic and unique landscape, from the black sand beaches of Reynisfjara to the surreal rock formations of Dimmuborgir. Each corner of this island tells a story of molten lava meeting frosty surfaces. It's a place where fire and ice are not enemies but partners in a breathtaking dance of creation. Recent eruptions have further highlighted Iceland's volcanic nature. In 2021, the Fagradalsfjall volcano erupted after lying dormant for over 800 years. The lava flow from this eruption transformed the surrounding landscape, creating a new attraction for both locals and tourists. It was a powerful reminder of the forces constantly shaping this island nation. But how does this affect the people living in Iceland? Surprisingly, Icelanders have learned to live with their volatile land. They've harnessed the geothermal energy produced by the volcanoes to heat their homes and power their industries. It's a unique symbiosis between humans and nature, where the very forces that could spell disaster also provide life-giving energy. Yet the volcanoes also bring challenges. Ash clouds from eruptions can disrupt air travel, and lava flows can threaten homes and infrastructure. But in true Icelandic spirit, these challenges are met with resilience and adaptability. So the next time you picture Iceland as a land of ice, remember the fire that burns beneath its surface. It's this blend of frost and flame that makes Iceland a place of rugged beauty and endless fascination. So while Iceland might not be as icy as you'd think, it sure is fiery. Imagine a place where the sun never sets. Sounds like a fairy tale, doesn't it? But this is no fairy tale. This is the reality of an Icelandic summer. You see, due to its positioning on the top of the world, near the Arctic Circle, Iceland experiences a natural phenomenon known as the midnight sun. This is when the sun stays visible in the sky for a full 24 hours, and it occurs from late May to early August. Now let's dive a little deeper into this fascinating occurrence. The tilt of the Earth on its axis is what's responsible for our seasons, and also for this enchanting spectacle. During the summer months, the North Pole is angled towards the sun, and because Iceland is so close to it, the country gets to bask in continuous daylight. Imagine how this changes the daily routine of the locals. The concept of nighttime becomes almost non-existent. Children are seen playing outside at what would be their bedtime in other parts of the world, and adults might be found mowing their lawns at midnight. But it's not just the locals who are affected. The ongoing daylight also impacts the tourism industry. Imagine the possibilities when darkness never falls. Tourists have more time to explore the dramatic landscapes, the cascading waterfalls, and the black sand beaches. They can embark on midnight hikes, nighttime whale watching, or golfing under the sunlit sky at any hour. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The constant daylight can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to a condition known as midnight sun insomnia. But not to worry, the locals have a solution for that too. Thick curtains and eye masks become a necessary part of life, so when you think of summer, you might envision barbecues and beach trips. But for those in Iceland, summer means a season of endless daylight, a time to enjoy the ethereal beauty of the midnight sun. So if you're not a fan of the dark, Iceland in summer might just be your dream destination. But what if I told you that in winter the sky dances with colors? Yes, it's true. In the frosty winter nights of Iceland, the sky transforms into a canvas, painted with hues of green, pink, and sometimes even purple and yellow. This celestial spectacle is known as the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. So how does this magical display come to life? Well, it's a fascinating blend of science and nature. The Northern Lights are a result of particles from the sun colliding with the Earth's atmosphere. When these particles interact with the oxygen and nitrogen in our atmosphere, they light up, creating the mesmerizing colors that we see. The variety in colors depends on the type of gas particles that are colliding. The most common color, a bright yellowish green, is produced by oxygen molecules located about 60 miles above Earth. Rare, all-red auroras are produced by high-altitude oxygen at heights of up to 200 miles. Nitrogen produces blue or purplish-red aurora. Now, you might be wondering when and where can you witness this spectacle in Iceland? The Northern Lights are visible in Iceland from late September to the end of March. However, the best time to see them is on a clear, dark night, away from the city lights. As for the location, well, they can be seen from anywhere in the country, but some of the most popular spots include Thingvellir National Park and the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. So, pack your warm clothes and prepare for a night under the stars. Because when you're in Iceland, you're not just looking at a sky full of stars, you're witnessing a waltz of colors, a symphony of lights, a dance of the cosmos. It's an experience that's as ethereal as it is unforgettable. A testament to the fact that in Iceland, beauty isn't just around you, it's above you. In the land of fire and ice, even the sky puts on a show. Ever heard of a language that hasn't changed in centuries? Welcome to Iceland, where the local tongue has remained virtually untouched since the Viking Age. This linguistic time capsule, known as Icelandic, is a North Germanic language that has preserved the Norse dialect, spoken by the seafaring Vikings who settled the island in the 9th century. Icelandic is a language of fascinating complexity. It's rich in inflections, with nouns having 4 cases: nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive. Verbs too are a linguistic adventure with a myriad of tenses, moods, and voices. Yet, it's not just the structure that's intriguing. The Icelandic vocabulary is a treasure trove of descriptive words and phrases that perfectly capture the essence of the island's dramatic landscapes. Take, for example, hraun, a word that signifies both lava and a lava field, encapsulating the island's volcanic activity in a single term. Or consider the phrase gluggaveður, which translates to window weather. It describes weather that looks appealing from inside but is much less inviting once you step out. If that doesn't perfectly sum up the unpredictability of Icelandic weather, what does? And when it comes to the language's purity, Icelanders are fiercely protective. They prefer to invent new words rather than borrow foreign ones. For instance, instead of using the international term computer, they coined the word tölva, a combination of tala, meaning number, and volva, a prophetess in Old Norse. In Iceland, even the language is a journey back in time. So, what have we learned about this fascinating country? We've discovered that Iceland, despite its frosty name, is a land of fire and ice, where active volcanoes coexist with icy landscapes. It's a paradox that makes Iceland all the more intriguing. This country's unique geographical position gifts it the midnight sun, a phenomenon where the sun doesn't set for a whole 3 months in summer. To experience daylight at midnight is something quite extraordinary, isn't it? Yet the natural wonders don't stop there. The Northern Lights, a celestial ballet of lights dancing across the night sky, is another spectacle that leaves anyone lucky enough to witness it in awe. This natural light show, with its vibrant hues, is one of the many reasons people across the globe are drawn to this Nordic island. And then we have the Icelandic language, an ancient tongue that has remained largely unchanged for over 1,000 years. It's a language that echoes the sagas of old, a living testament to the country's rich history. From its fiery volcanoes to its icy landscapes, from the midnight sun to the northern lights, and from the old sagas to the unaltered language, each aspect of Iceland is a marvel in itself. Each tells a story of the country's profound connection to nature and its commitment to preserving its cultural heritage. From its fiery volcanoes to its timeless language, Iceland truly is a land of paradoxes and wonders. With the mysteries unveiled and the paradoxes explored, we reach the end of our journey through the captivating land of Iceland. But the real journey, as they say, begins when the video ends. If you've been awestruck by the wonders we've just explored, imagine being there in person, experiencing the midnight sun's ethereal glow, the northern lights' hypnotic dance, or the thrill of standing on the edge of an active volcano. And what about the chance to speak a few words in the ancient Icelandic language? The real adventure awaits you in the land of fire and ice. If you enjoyed this journey through Iceland's wonders, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing facts. We'll be embarking on many more journeys like this, exploring the paradoxes and wonders that our beautiful planet has to offer. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep marveling at the world around you. This is your invitation to journey beyond the screen and step into the real world of wonders. Until our next adventure, farewell.